Before we marched in Minnesota and on Monument Avenue, before millions decided to pay tribute to you, before George Floyd knew the knee that choked out his last breath, before Breonna went home to be greeted by an unjust death, before looting and rioting were synonymous with protest and the streets were filled with the seas of the color of civil unrest, before 45 claimed he was doing his best, and Black lives were the ones that kept failing his test, you were blessed. Before Ahmaud took that fateful jog, and your brothers and sisters were berated, beaten, and broken like dogs, animal rights activists have bigger blogs. Who cares about our rights? We're being slaughtered like hogs. We have to equip our sons and daughters with survival knowledge of skin color like it's armor before they hit kindergarten, before the March on Washington, before Obama and Michelle, before bias for profit prison systems had our Black men living in hell, before we were the coin that fueled the Atlantic slave trade, men overboard, whole families in disarray. They transported us here and blotted out our names so the culture we created could become our biggest shame. And before Malcolm X wanted liberty or death to embrace the place from which we came, before I have a dream and peaceful protests to convert the lie of equity despite diversity, before the late great Martin Luther King, you Black man were a king. Yes, I know it's hard to see through the scars of flogged backs and estranged families, but you a king. Oh, I know it's hard to believe. Through 400 years of slavery, more decades of segregation without equality and social systems that weren't built for you to win because they don't want you to be free. But you a king, something the masses don't want you to see, and historically made you the target of pilgrims' greed. They say the struggle is real, but they have no idea. The things that you endured just to be here, heard and seen. You are a king. Birthed from the land on the Red Sea, tipped with the Mediterranean engulfed in Guinea, you own land as far as the eye could see. You had gold, topaz, onyx, and diamonds like you definitely deserve now because you've been in the rough. Used to command armies of hand-selected, dedicated warriors that would lay down life for land and family. Now, King, we're just dying. There is no reason. There is no excuse. We are being killed because the people killing us don't look like you. So this isn't your average run-of-the-mill protest or call for policy review. This is a call to action. That my promotions align with the status of the white panel I interviewed. This is a call to action that these laws outlaw the systemic racism that has been in plain view. This is a call to action that the factions allowed to maintain privilege throughout inaction be disputed. This is a call to action to break the knee on the necks of the Black and brown oppressed so we can maneuver through this world where racism and bigotry goes unchecked. This is a call to action to challenge the norms that have formed a justice system, to take a minute to consider just us. This is a cry from a modern people of an ancient kingdom who would rather not wage war but keep peace, because we know the affliction of empathy when another life ceases. We've been dragged on the ships, we've been thrown off. We've been in massive slave quarters till we reached our coffins. We've been imprisoned for petty crimes, same sentence as Class A felony times, all because our skin is the color of honey, caramel, chocolate, ebony, or the night sky. So if it's protest, unrest, behest, justice must be served. Because before you were held down, pinned down, face down, with the knee down on your neck and bound in the ground, King, you donned a crown. Thank you.